So in terms of your like experiences in Pakistan, was there any when you went for vacations or anything along those lines? Do you have any stories in Pakistan that you'd like to share?
Yeah, absolutely. So look, as I mentioned, Pakistan has been probably the one constant despite literal worldwide change, for lack of a better term. I feel immensely privileged to call Pakistan my home in a lot of aspects, and a big attraction is certainly family as well. For me, being welcomed back into Pakistan every single time I visit is something I hold really dear to my heart because no matter where you are, how you're feeling, when you're going, be it scorching heat in the summer or very cold Islamabad winters, as well, for someone who grew up around the equator, to be able to be welcomed with such warmth. And I think that's a microcosm of the people there. But certainly, I think the warmth that you get there is something that for me holds such a special place in my heart. And I'm immensely grateful to my family for always creating that throughout the years and making the trip and making it a priority, regardless of where you are in the world. As I mentioned, it's an absolute privilege, and I feel very blessed to be able to say that. Look, naturally, being Pakistani, food is a big part of
I was
our
gonna ask, yeah.
identity, and so more often than not, especially as you grow up and taking your family out to eat as well. It's really coming together around food, different cuisines, even within Pakistan, right? The culture of food in KPK is obviously very different from Sindh and Punjab, and Islamabad really does feel like a melting pot of those cultures, much like the other cities, Karachi, Lahore as well. So food is always fun. So I'm a big fan of trying different cuisine. And then look, lastly, again, look, being Pakistani, I think it's very reminiscent of the culture as well as cricket, right? I love cricket. I've always grown up loving cricket, playing it, watching it as well. And since the PSL, the Pakistani Super League, has come back to Pakistan, it is one of the best sporting spectacles that you can imagine. You're sitting in a stadium with your players, the conversations there around chai, the food that you get is biryani. The conversation takes place with topics that are very relevant to oneself as well. And just having the privilege of being able to attend those matches with family with a lot of passion. These are all very fond memories. But again, I don't think it would be very different for many Pakistanis to really revolve their memories around family food and cricket as well.
Yeah, so I think so you briefly mentioned biryani, so I'll put you a little bit on the spot here. What's the go-to that you go when you land to Pakistan?
There was a time where, I could eat nihari for 30 days straight. And in the summer, it fills you up. And in the winter, it keeps you warm. That paired with a good Peshawari kahwa and the equivalent of a green tea is absolutely fantastic to help the meat
Yep.
digest. I'm very bad with vegetables. Aloo in biryani, you call this controversial, but not the biggest fan. But certainly, again, when you eat that amount of meat, you do need to wash it down with good tea after it for sure.